What's that?
That? Well, that's the Mohammedan call to prayer. You always know when it's time to dress for dinner by that. Hand me that shaving mug, will you, Stone?
Yeah.
See the colonel today?
Yes.
Huh, so did I. I got another reprimand for sending in blank orders. I imagine you didn't do so well either. I'm sorry, Stone.
Quite all right.
What'd you do all day?
Stable duty.
What, so soon?
I'm not complaining.
Well, that wouldn't help you anyhow. You know, every time I look in this mirror, I remind myself of my old man. Ooh, back home.
Where was that?
Alberta, Canada, wheat farm. You know, I had a colt once. A lot of nerves. A lot of class, too. You could see when he was a yearling, he was no cart horse. Well, my old man hooked him to a plow, and he took all the spirit out of him. He said he'd break him in, and he did.
You don't have to be so subtle, Mac.
Huh?
Am I the horse?
What do you mean?
I'm no 2-year-old, Mr. McGregor, and if anybody thinks my old man is going to break my nerve, he's mistaken.
Well, I wasn't thinking of you at all. Hey, Forsyth, lay off that thing, will you?
Hey, let me tell you another thing. I don't need a nurse, Mr. McGregor.
What on earth are you talking about? Forsyth, do you have to do that?
Well, it's the softer side to my nature. Like yours.
Stone, get out there and tell him to stop that thing, will you? Tell him it's an order.
Yes, sir.
Mother McCree, I'd like to wrap that thing around his neck.
McGregor! McGregor!
What's the matter?
Forsyth, he's on the veranda. There's a cobra right above him, swaying to the music. Where's a revolver?
Oh, wait a minute. Cobra?
Yes, right over his head.
Well, never mind. I'll take care of it. He'll be all right as long as he keeps playing. Come on. Oh, Mr. Forsyth. Very pretty. You're improving. They're lovely little things, cobras. Especially when they're swaying 3 inches from your nose.
Shoot it. Quick!
Oh, no. How about a few variations for the right hand? Cobras have a softer side of their natures, too, haven't they? Finds an outlet in music. Of course, as soon as you stop playing, well, I've heard of men living 2 and 3 hours afterwards. Knew one fellow lived 2 days. What's the matter? Getting tired? Oh, come on. 2 or 3 more notes, Forsyth. Come on, that's right. Now, if you'll move your own nose a half inch to the left. All right, steady.
Thanks, Mac. Well, you win, mister. Here, for sale, cheap. 1 second-hand Afghan bagpipe.
Mother McCree. Sent for me, sir?
Yes. Take a seat. Mr. McGregor, I assume you're familiar with the roads northeast of Fort Jamrod?
Yes, sir.
Then listen closely. We suspect there's a coalition of several of the border states being formed against us. We think the ringleader is Muhammad Khan, chief of the Magala. I have a spy in his territory, a Ghazi horse dealer. He's now at Jadput Pass, waiting to get a message through to me. I want you to get in touch with him, and you'll leave at once.
Yes, sir.
Take 1 subaltern and 10 men.
Yes, sir. What subaltern shall I take, sir?
Any preferences?
Well, Mr. Stone, sir.
No. No service experience. Take Forsyth.
But Lieutenant Stone hasn't seen any duty yet, sir. If he's ever going to get any experience...
Did you hear what I said, Mr. McGregor? You'll take Forsyth, not Stone. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Here are your orders. And this time, please, obey them. I will, sir.
All ready, Mr. McGregor, Mr. Forsyth?
Yes, all ready.
Why wasn't I sent on this exposition? You've got to tell me. Ready, sir?
In a moment. Wait a minute.
Why don't you answer me?
Now, look here, Stone. I'd have taken you along, but you haven't had any experience.
What excuse is that? How am I ever going to have experience? I'm doing things here that I learned my first year in Sandhurst. Stable duty. I haven't asked any favors. I'm not asking now. But I resent being held back because I happen to be related to the commanding officer.
No one's holding you back.
He is. And you let him choose Forsyth.
He didn't choose. I chose. I chose Forsyth.
Very well. Very well. It looks as if I ever want to get any experience, I'll have to get it myself.
Well,
Now, what was all that about?
oh, well, whatever it is, we haven't time for it now. Mother McCree, that's me, all right. Biggest fool in the Lancers. Forward!
We continue with Lives of a Bengal Lancer, starring Errol, Flynn, Brian Aherne, Jackie Cooper, and C. Aubrey Smith. Several days have passed since McGregor and Forsyth left to seek information on the movements of the hill tribes. It's long after midnight, and in the lamplit regimental headquarters, Colonel Stone remains in conference with the Chief of Army Intelligence, Sir Thomas Woodley.
Personally, I feel the Emir of Bhopal is only a tool in the hands of Muhammad Khan.
Definitely, General. I've known the Emir of Bhopal 20 years, and I don't believe he joined this war against us. Why, every year or so I take the regiment of Bhopal for the hunting. That means hunting wild pigs in this section.
Why not drop in on him as usual this year?
If our information is correct, Muhammad Khan will be there. Nothing would please me more.
Mr. McGregor has just returned, sir.
Good. Ask him to come in. This is the man I sent to reconnoiter.
McGregor?
Well, McGregor? All safe?
All safe, sir.
Good. You saw our man?
Yes, sir. He says the Afghan chief is rounding up the border tribes against us. Muhammad Khan has agreed to furnish 2 million rounds of ammunition.
2 million rounds? And did our man learn where Muhammad Khan hopes to get it?
Yes, sir. By capturing our year's supply train, sir.
Good work. Thank you, McGregor.
May I speak, sir?
Well?
Why can't we slip out of here? Strike first. Wipe out Muhammad Khan before he attacks us.
Are you suggesting I begin hostilities before consulting Army Intelligence headquarters?
Army Intelligence? They're a bunch of old ladies, sir. They won't give us action. They'll send us to the Emir of Bhopal for parade or pig sticking.
An excellent suggestion.
What?
Sir Thomas, may I present Lieutenant McGregor? McGregor, this is Major General Sir Thomas Woodley, Chief of Army Intelligence.
Oh, yes, sir. How do you do?
Very well, thank you. Colonel Stone, your regiment leaves at dawn to hunt wild pigs on the estate of the Emir of Bhopal.
Do you hear that, McGregor?
Yes, sir.
Then let it be a lesson in diplomacy. Now get yourself a few hours' sleep. We leave at 5.
Pig sticking. That's marvelous, that is.
Oh, Mac, will you keep quiet? I was just falling asleep.
Intelligence Department. Action's just about to bust around here, and all we do is to go and ride over the private hunting grounds of a tin whistle prince, sticking lances into pigs. Wonderful.
Sounds rather fun. I ought to be good at that. Oh, by the way, I got some bad news for you. Your ward, young Stone.
Well, what about him?
What about him? What about him indeed?
What are you talking about?
Well, every night since we left, he's been down in the native quarter of the town. Rolls home blotto about dawn.
He does? Is he there now?
Oh, he's out on the usual binge, I imagine.
But we leave for Bhopal in 2 hours.
Oh, my. What will stern father say if we leave without his son? You know, you really ought to do something about it, Mac.
Oh, let old Ramrod do something about it. I'm going to bed.
I reasoned along similar lines. However, you might hang a lamp in the window or something.
Native quarters, eh? Well, I suppose I better go and get him.
So long, Nursey.
Oh, shut up.
Mr. Forsyth? Mr. McGregor, you're late. Line's been waiting 10 minutes for you.
Sorry, sir. I overslept.
Overslept? Report to me later. Join your squadron.
One moment, sir.
Well, Lieutenant Stone?
He didn't oversleep, sir. Mr. McGregor spent the night digging me out of a native quarter and trying to get me sober.
Mr. Stone, if I didn't need every officer, I'd place you under immediate arrest. Take a place. We leave for Bhopal at once.
Forward! Walk! Trot!
So that's what all this fuss is for, eh? Big reception, fancy speeches. All Bhopal will turn out in the morning for what?
Well, I believe you said for pig sticking.
Yeah, shut up.
If you don't mind, Mac, I rather like it here. It's like something out of Arabian Nights. I say, look, on that bench by the fountain, that girl.
Oh, well, Mr. McGregor.
Oh, definitely.
She is beautiful, isn't she? I wonder who she is.
That, my friend, is what I'm just going to find out.
You?
Well, I saw her first, didn't I?
No, Mac, you know you're lying. I saw her.
no,
wait a minute.
no, really,
Toss
you
it for
know
it,
I
Mac.
saw
Toss it
her
for it.
first.
Loser, keep clear.
But I say, really, gentlemen.
Hey, look out. Here comes the colonel and that chief of the Oxford Brogue.
Pull in your stomachs, gentlemen.